After stunning La Ram's comments generate outrage, Matthew Stafford's wife Kelly issues an apology. The Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford's wife, Kelly Stafford, has apologized and said that it was probably the worst thing I've ever done to suggest that her husband had been finding it difficult to bond with the new rookies. Kelly claimed on her podcast The Morning After with Kelly Stafford that 35-year-old Matthew, who helped his team win the Super Bowl in 2022, was unable to connect with the new members of the team because they were all on their phones and that he had to print out a book of their faces in order to learn their names. Kelly acknowledged that she had put my foot in my mouth pretty good last week in a statement to Local 4 Detroit. I spoke on a subject that, in my opinion, is relevant to the difficulty of connecting with someone who is 10 years younger than you, and I truly believe it to be completely true. But I'm not in an NFL locker room, and I don't hang out with these teammates every day, Kelly acknowledged. That was difficult. I often suggest that it's probably not a good idea if your wife's name is in the media when it comes to sports. Last week, I felt quite lousy. I pretty much put my foot in my mouth last week. The La Rams have dropped all 3 of their preseason games, including a 41-0 defeat to the Denver Broncos. On Sunday, September 10th, they will play the Seattle Seahawks in the first game of the regular season. The rookie class for this year includes Byron Young, Kobe Turner, and second-round pick Steve Avila. Kelly stated last week that the football star had said that the difference in the locker room has changed so significantly, and that Matthew's been in the league for a long time. I feel like I can't connect, he says, because back then, when you came out of practice, you would shower and people would be playing cards and chatting. Nobody but them seems to be renovating things together. They're at least conversing and playing ping pong. They have a tournament going on. In training camp, he claimed that after practice and meetings are over, the athletes immediately turn to their phones without pausing. They address him with "sir." He responds, "No, let me get to know you. We're on the same level here. We're both playing in this league." But he claimed that getting to know these guys is quite difficult because everything is so different. When Matthew was a student at the University of Georgia and Kelly was a cheerleader, they got to know one another. They packed up all they owned and relocated to California for a new start in 2021 from Detroit, Michigan. Thus, in his first year with the squad, Matthew assisted the Rams in capturing the Super Bowl. 7-year-old Sawyer and Chandler, 5-year-old Hunter, and their 3-year-old daughter Tyler are their children. But the two have also endured a great deal of pain. Kelly was identified as having an uncommon non-cancerous brain tumor called an acoustic neuroma in 2019. After being prescribed medication for vertigo, Kelly started suffering dizzy while carrying their 3rd child. She then had an MRI, which revealed she had a tumor pressing against her cranial nerves and would require surgery to remove it. The tumor was successfully removed from the 34-year-old after a taxing 12-hour surgery. She has, however, revealed specifics of the outcomes, including revealing that among her new norms is a dislike for loud. She used to and having to explain to folks that she is now a little hard of hearing. Busy restaurants.